Modern Vintage Radio.
Welcome to the Podcast Planner Podcast. I'm Addie Salcido, bringing you this show, which is all about podcasting with a content creation focus because content matters. Okay, so walking into our podcast studios and knowing what we'll be recording always makes our hearts sing a little louder. We even sound more confidently happier because we brainstormed, researched, and planned our next episode. But let's be real, most of the time, planning for a podcast is sometimes close to non-existent. Maybe you read the book of the author you're about to interview, but you still feel unprepared because you spent all of your time reading. Yeah, I've been there before. In this episode, I'll be sharing 3 simple tips to help you with planning your podcast for podcasting happiness. But first, this episode is brought to you by the Podcast Planner, a physical planner that helps podcasters create their content with recording templates, checklists, brainstorming exercises, and more. Grab your planner today at thepodcastplanner.com. Okay, tip number 1 for planning your podcast, time block. This calls for one of the most underestimated podcasting tools, a calendar. Grab your calendar and time block for planning only. Make sure to time block for future weeks as well, not just this one time. We'll go into recording in the next episode, so don't worry about time blocking for recording. Here's what I recommend if you're not sure how much time you need for planning your sessions. 15-30. That is, plan 15 minutes for every 30 minutes length of an episode you plan to have. And then here's the progression. 15-30, 30-60, 45-90, and so on. Add more time if needed. This is just to get you started into the habit of time blocking for planning. Now for tip number 2 for planning your podcast, content brainstorming. If you're constantly challenged with not knowing what topic to discuss on your show, create a content bank by having a brainstorming session. You'd be amazed how much this helps. Need help brainstorming? Here are some triggering questions. Number 1, what are the most frequently asked questions in your niche? Number 2, what are the questions your niche should be asking? Number 3, what's trending in your niche? Number 4, in regards to your topic, what are you curious about? Get started with just those 4 questions and let the ideas start flowing out of you naturally. Here's a very cool tool that I have found to be very helpful for content ideas. It's called Answer the Public. Go to answerthepublic.com, type in your niche or topic in the yellow box. Select the country that you're in, hit enter. It will then give you an arranged view of the questions and therefore a hint of the motivations and emotions of the people behind each query. That's what it says when you type that in, so that you can prompt a conversation on how you can start answering your public better. Give it a try and don't worry about the link. It will be in the episode notes. Tip number 3 for planning your podcast, compose the episode. Once you've selected a topic from your content bank, start composing your next episode. You get a sheet of paper or your preferred word processor and write down the topic and your supporting points down. Don't forget to write down what your call to action will be. Those are very important. Doing this will give you a great episode sheet to use when recording. You'll know what to say and when to say it. Oh, and is there someone you can interview on this topic? Try booking them, send them an email, let them know that you're talking about their topic on your podcast and you'd love to have them. Now, doing these practices will definitely make recording your episodes a breeze and exciting. And there you have it, 3 tips for planning your podcast for podcasting happiness. I highly encourage you to time block, brainstorm, and compose your next episode. If you have any questions about planning, you're welcome to contact me. Voicemails are always welcome if writing is not your thing. We're all podcasters after all. In the next episode, I'll be diving into tips for making it easy to record your podcast. You know, take that resistant, hesitating, procrastinating feeling away. Thank you for listening to the Podcast Planner Podcast. This episode was written and produced by Addie Salcido. That's me. For more episodes, freebies, t-shirts, and information, please go to our website, thepodcastplanner.com. If you like the show, please tell anyone you can, any way that you can. You can follow us on social media. Just search Podcast Planner. Since the show comes in a series, you should subscribe to the show to make sure you get all the episodes. Our supporters are Spreaker, Podfest, Podbean, Team Podcast, Podcaster Society, and Podomatic. Until next time, plan, record, and share your voice with the world.